Welcome to Outlier Live. So, you have probably heard this term, your left hand should not know what your right hand is doing, right? So, when I listen to what Treasury Janet Yellen talks about, and on the other hand, I listen to Jerome Powell, Fed's chair, when he talk about, looks like they do not know what both of them are talking about. One guy is saying something else, other person is saying something else. So let's try to connect dots today and see what's really happening. All right. So I was looking at Treasury Yellen's comment, and she is very optimistic about outlook for US economy, right? So, according to her, I am very optimistic about the US economic outlook. Short term inflation is coming down in the context of an extreme strong labor market. So we need to understand this. One of the Fed's goal is to bring down inflation, and that is one of the reason they are increasing rates. So that's great. But on the other hand, a strong labor market, right? If you see better job numbers, right, then Jerome Powell will be hesitant to work on reducing the rates. He may even entertain another rate increase for this year, which can be really, really bad for the stock market, for small businesses, overall for banks. So let's try to dig in deeper. So right now, job report is coming out on Friday, and I was looking at Yellen's comment, and one of the things that she mentioned that Congress passed a deal over the weekend that avoided a government shutdown. So she previously said that a government shutdown would be a risk factor for potential economic recession. Now, if we have seen it, if we are closely watching what is happening in Congress right now, they have passed this bill, but this is temporary. This is like just band-aid right now. And the country came like within 2 hours of a federal government shutdown, right? And this is just a stop-gap measure, and I think they really need to work through it. This is still like mid-November, and in order to really prevent government shutdown, both Democrats and Republicans need to agree on. And I think, as you have seen, the government spending is literally out of control. I don't know like what these guys are thinking, where their priorities are. Like they should really sit down, like stop listening to anything else, just start thinking for some time to see where they are taking the country. So anyways, let's go to the next topic here. So I want to look into US jobs forecast, which by the way, it's coming on Friday. So they are releasing the numbers on Friday, but I was looking at the forecast right now. So they added in this last month, they added 170,000 new workers. So unemployment is actually coming down, right? So now, yes, Fed is trying to keep the rates up. They may push the rates up if the unemployment is looking good. So it's literally, on one hand, Yellen is saying that strong market, strong economy and all that, but on the other side, you keep on pushing the rates up. Your regular person on the street gets impacted, and we'll talk about how they get impacted. So when we are looking at, right, how banks are getting impacted, because in the end, small businesses take loans from the bank, people take mortgages. Ongoing credit card debt, which is like literally out of control right now. So now after COVID, like people have taken so much debt right now that it has gone beyond $1 trillion right now, the credit card debt. But if you look at the bank, what they're doing, the risk so higher yields on newly issued treasury bonds erode the value of portfolios upon debt issued when rates were lower. Have lot of exposure to commercial property. And if rates stay higher, right, people, companies who are, have these commercial debt, they're gonna have hard time refinancing it because they can't sustain that debt. So this is a very, very big risk for the banks. And why it's happening? Rates are up, and there is no sign of Fed going to decrease the rate. So there's no sign of Powell saying, okay, yeah, we're gonna work on reducing the rates. Right now, it's not happening because he wants the job market to probably come down a bit so that they are able to pay. If you look from how the Fed is thinking, right, they may take it as negative sign. On the other hand, home buyers, right? So I look at the mortgage. I mean, the mortgage is really, really high. On an average, I mean, it has gone up like 122% in last 3 years. And uh, I was reading, the home buyers budget like literally now stretched to the breaking point, right? Imagine that your payments almost doubles, right? And majority of it you are paying toward the interest and not toward the principal, right? So that is like really, really bad. That American dream to own a home, it's becoming harder and harder for an average American. So but according to Zillow, what they are seeing is there may be a sweet spot coming on the horizon. They are thinking that the prices, the home valuations may start coming down, and that will happen. I mean, I hear some people say though, oh yeah, there's a very less supply, right? Right, which is great. I mean, if the supply is less, the thing is, the value of the property will go up, or it's supposed to go up. But on the other hand, if buyers cannot afford the payment, right, so those properties will sit right there. They will not sell, and they will be forced to reduce the prices. I mean, I have been tracking some of the properties. I am seeing that the sellers are doing price cuts, and this is same thing I'm uh, reading here. So this report from Zillow noted that weekly share of listings with price cuts rose to 9.2% in the week ending September 16, like which is highest since November 2022. This is gonna happen. At some point of time, the home prices will come down. Banks are gonna face additional pressure on the street. People are gonna suffer because Fed is kind of taking that hawkish stance right now. But on from the political standpoint, everything is rosy. Oh yeah, we have a great labor market, which is great. We are reducing inflation. Looks great on the book, but on the other hand, a normal person do suffer. Small businesses do suffer because of that. Let me know what do you guys think. I'll talk to you on Tuesday. Thank you.